Bonjour my beautiful friend and welcome in Soulpunk TV. I'm your host Kronos Heartshiner, and today let's talk about anxiety and fasting. So if you're like me and you hear the word anxiety, you might think that often we equate anxiety with worriness. It's like with someone who is prone to anxiety, someone who is not able to overcome some negative spiraling thoughts, alright? That was what I thought until I became subject to anxiety attack. So what happened is that 10 days ago I had my very first bad trip with LSD, which is something I would never expect, because LSD first is a very safe substance, and second I'm very used to it, and but it's exactly as if the universe has orchestrated something for me to understand, and it will make even more sense when I'm gonna talk about fasting, so bear with me please. So what happened is that my theory is that because I had COVID and I still have sometimes some difficulty breathing, as the LSD was kicking in, I had one of those symptoms of shortness of breath, and this is when I spiraled out. I thought that I didn't take an LSD, I took something bad, and also actually what really happened is my body went into an anxiety or a panic attack, which is something I never had ever before in my life. I'm quite familiar with depression and oppression. When I was a teenager, I was suicidal, I was extremely depressed, and I know what it is to live with an oppression in the chest, like heaviness everywhere in your centers, right? But this was extremely new for me, the fact to have like all the face, the muscles of the jaws and of the cheeks and of the neck being tensed, the mouth so dry that I can't even swallow. I had even difficulty to talk and to articulate, and like my heart beating so strong I thought I'm gonna have a heart attack, and this numbness feeling in my arms not even being incarnated. This was so strong and so new for me. It was such a revelation to understand what anxiety is as a physiological phenomenon. Because once I understood that I'm gonna be safe and I'm not going to die, I'm not going to be crazy forever. Okay, this is anxiety attack, I know what it is now. Alright, this is absolutely horrible. Well, I have no reason to be afraid. And it was 10 days ago, and after 4 days of living in this constant state of tension and the heart beating and trying to, I do my best. I say I love you to my body, I hug him, I give him the best, and still the body is still in panic. It's a very strong teaching for me, and I'm gonna make another video after this one. This one's gonna be focused more on fasting. I'm gonna make another video one day addressing what I learned, what I've been learning through that. Yeah, first is to respect the body and to make a break on any psychoactive substance, which I'm gonna do up until for 2.5 months. I'm gonna stop all psychoactive substances, including coffee, and like even the benign things, like anything that can be a little bit inflammatory or excitatory, finish. After 4 days of living through those physiological phenomenon of constriction and panic, I was like, what can I do? So I thought about fasting, obviously, because what's the best medicine but just to let the body go through whatever it has to go, alright? So I said to myself, I'm gonna fast 3 days, because usually there is no much reason to fast for more than 3 days, because after 72 hours your whole immune system has been reset and you benefit from everything. So the only reason you might want to fast more than 3 days is because you want to heal something really deep. But I thought it would be alright. And this is where the magic happened. I was at day 2 of my fasting when out of nowhere, I mean I didn't tell to anyone that I was fasting for 3 days, okay? It's very personal and it's no big deal. I'm gonna fast 3 days. And out of nowhere, I have a friend of mine who knows that I do intermittent fasting. It means that I usually take my breakfast in the afternoon in between 3 or 5 p.m. depending on the days. Most often And he just contacted me out of nowhere at my second day of fasting, saying, "Hey Kronos, do you have any tips? I'm going to fast for 10 days because I have an issue, I have a medical problem that I've been suffering from for 10 years. And I've received the intuition from my higher self that fasting 10 days will be the initiation and healing space for me to go through that and eventually heal." And as I was talking with him, like, we made a video call because he's not even in my city. I made a video call with my friend, and I felt this intuition that this is what you have to do. You never fasted more than 5 days, and your nervous system has been in shock, and he's going through an initiation as well of higher frequencies that it can't cope. So yeah, you will fast. It would be nice for you to fast 10 days. And I just said to him, "Man, okay, let's do it, and I'm going to join you physically." So they're in the middle of the country, so they're not in my city, and I'm going to join them because him and another friend as well, they're in this process of 10 days fast. And as I'm talking to you right now, I'm at day 6, and yeah, I did great to do that. You know what? Because very funnily enough, I thought that 3 days would be enough, and in the middle of the night of day 3 to day 4, I was sleeping in my bed, really. And oh, by the way, I might go through anxiety symptoms, but my dreams are fucking amazing, beautiful. I mean, nature, in the forest, in the ocean. I have no reason mentally for my body to experience that. And I'm having like probably one of the many fantastic dreams that I have those last days as I was fasting. And out of nowhere, I wake up out in my bed, and my heart is beating even strong, and all the symptoms that I told you, like I can't breathe, I'm clenched everywhere, and I'm like, what the fuck? It was so sad. It's like, you know, when people think that it starts from the mind, well, it can also work the other way around. It's like the body can suffer, and then your mind suffer as well, because when it's been 6 days or more that your body is in constant anxiety, well, now you start to think that something might be broken inside of you. I might have fucked forever my nervous system. I'll never be able to become normal again. I'm pretty sure, like, if you never had anxiety attacks before, you I don't know if you can understand, but I'm pretty. And oh, by the way, I realized that I was the exception, not the norm. It's like so many people understand what are anxiety attacks and live through that, and I have so much compassion for you guys and girls. Wow, this is so painful. And so yeah, my experiment is to try to fast and see how it goes. So hopefully yesterday was way better. Today is alright, but I'm going through the fasting. So that's my experiment. Let's see if fasting for anxiety works. And until then, I'm going to teleport to my friends, where they're in the process of rebuilding and fixing, maintaining a new house that they have bought in the middle of the city. So let's meet them.
I'm feeling a presence in the room. Wondering who could be behind it.
Hey, it worked! What are you doing, brother?
What the fuck?
So, my friends, I'm introducing you to my good friend Danny. No, there is someone watching right now. Yeah, you're on the internet, bro.
I am currently reading the book The Mysteries of Time, and this person just appears out of what? What? Well, I'm glad to have you here, I guess.
Bro,
Welcome.
we have so much to say because we're on the same fasting journey together.
Oh
So actually, my dear friend Danny, he's the one who inspired me to fast more than 3 days and to go up to 10 days.
Let's get it.
So we're gonna make another video soon, so stay tuned. I love you. Bye.